exploration sort of thing.
Just play the underwater level music from Donkey Kong or something.
So, like, you play this, and now it makes me think that we're re-entering an old dungeon level, but a doorway has been cleared, and we need to find it. Like a previously unlocked or locked level is now open.
Hmm.
You got the upgrade that lets you go farther.
Indeed. Like, oh, there's been an earthquake and some rock has shifted. Maybe go check that out.
All right. Thing. Here. Or the Waterdeep map. We never left Waterdeep. All right.
Been here this whole time.
We were never in Waterdeep at all.
It's all been a dream.
No, it's actually just been further down the Sword Coast.
No,
Oh,
it was
sorry.
really at EM. Most of it was beautiful. There were some people who were really awful. But oh, at EM, there's no place like home. Ba, 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 ba.
You've been in
Oh,
Neverwinter
God,
this
did you
whole
hear-
time.
You guys seen that remake they're doing of Oz? They keep rebooting that universe in so many ways.
Oh,
the new one's
the-
called Wicked.
Right.
Oh yeah, well I mean it's based off of the musical.
Yes, I'm excited
Yeah.
for it.
Bran, you baby, come here.
I thought that was like a dramatic reaction to learning that it was based off of the musical. Cat.
No, I'm sorry. He just came in, cried, and then he turned around and sassily walked away. It's like, what the heck do you want, dude?
Oh, he needs
check
to be
that
a
off your
drama
bingo
queen.
card
Let him
for any
be the drama
interruption.
queen.
I don't know who, would already know this, but Defying Gravity is on Sid's playlist.
Nice.
Because honestly, that kind of
It's perfect.
definitely not a one-to-one, particularly of, Sid and Mercy leaving. That's probably what he would have hoped would have happened. How he hoped it would have gone.
Mm-hmm.
With leaving Mercy.
Yeah.
Part of me can't help but joke that, like, even in its imaginary format, Sidian still has no regard for that.
What was that? You're breaking up a little bit there.
Nope.
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. It's just making a joke about how Mercy would complain that even in this format, Sidian is breaking laws, be it of gravity and nature or of man.
That is perfect.
I laugh in the face of gravity.
Gravity. I figured out a way to fly that literally just says no to gravity. That's how much I wanted to just say suck you to this law. You don't control me.
And now I'm just imagining Sid dramatically saying, "Do you believe in gravity?"
Yeah.
JoJo's reference.
Oh.
It's okay. Unless you put apart a good few, even to casually give a few months, and you're barely halfway through. There's so much.
Make me think you're talking about One Piece. So admittedly, that's probably going to take him more than a couple months. As long as you know, like literally 24/7ing it.
No, that's the part. Like, if you're only going to get, let's say the first 3 seasons. If you're watching it casually, like you're not stopping or doing anything else, like you're catching an episode and you can, give it a few months. But unless you're going to seriously binge it, then yeah, you can get it done soon.
Yeah, admittedly, I haven't watched the entire series. I know some of the references and some of the plot beats for other arcs. I've only gotten to a handful of episodes into part 4. I need to go back and catch up with that.
Rewatch. And I didn't watch it in order, actually.
Oh, really? You're a part skipper?
No, I just watched it while other people were watching it. I never sat down myself to actually do it.
Ah. But yeah, there's a healthy amount there to watch. Sorry, we should probably start the game. Because I bet you already started recording. You probably already started the live.
Oh.
And so you just put on like a little note, like the first thing is just a tangent. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
I mean, that's basically how we start all of our sessions.
Yeah.
So yeah, last time on Waterdeep Dragon Heist, the party made their way to Blackstaff Tower, where you this time went into the tower itself, which seems to also have some extra dimensional space inside as well, but this time, thankfully, not in a disarray and chaos. But you eventually you overheard Vajra as well as Rainier actually having a bit of conversation. Seems that they were a little bit of a combination of catching up and planning out some things that are going on in the city. Notably, and you learn more about this later in the session, but you learn that there is actually going to be an operation happening with the Harpers, fairly soon, where they're going to be doing some investigation into a doppelganger that is somewhere in the city. Notably, they have an operative, which you learn that officially 3 Strings is in fact a Harper. You're gonna meet up with him, and he will give you some more information when you arrive later that evening. Is the goal, assuming that you are not entirely spent from your trek down into Deepwater Harbor. Alongside that, you also discussed with Vajra Siren, the dragon that you had met previously, down into the harbor, and met with, discussed what's been going on with him. Vajra has been in communication and has even met regularly with. It seems like it's about once a 10 day, and it's been a couple days, and it's going to be a couple days since. But so she hasn't been in communication the past couple days. But when she tried through both a sending spell as well as a magical item up in her office, both times that she got in communication, it didn't go through properly. So she has asked that you go and investigate what might be going on, make sure he is in fact all right, see what might be the situation, and get back to her. I guess she had left because she actually has a lecture she was going to give for some students at the tower, and Rainier was going to leave to go in, go about his business for the day. Did you have did you have any questions for either of them before going, or were you planning on just heading straight out?
I think we're just heading straight out.
You did.
Because we got our potions from.
Yes,
Fala.
you determined that you got some potions from Fala, as well as Othronus dropped a potion off for her to look into making more of said potion.
If possible, yeah. I also bought 3 healing potions. She only has 1. I have the other 2, unless Cordelia would like one.
Well, I think there were probably a couple of healing potions that may be rattling around in some of your inventories from prior adventures.
Do we keep track of those? Because I remember the one I had I used.
Yeah, I'd say you double check, make sure that the numbers are adding up based off of previous memory of usage. And then mic check. Crystal, you
I'm here.
have anything you'd like to do?
I don't think so.
All right. So then I'll give you guys the option. You're up in Lower Castle, or no, not Lower Castle Ward. You were in Lower T Ward, Upper Castle Ward. Any stops that you'd like to make on your way to the dock ward, on your way to the harbor? Or anything you might want to do in preparation or in notification or in general?
I don't
Or you
think
can
so.
straight there.
Do you maybe want to send a message to let some people know where we're going?
Can we really trust anybody, though?
Who's
I mean,
say?
Zam.
Can you trust Sam?
With my life.
So is that a yes or a no?
That sounds like a no, but you don't want to say it.
Sounds like a no, but
I mean, if you're gonna ask Celia outright, she'll straight up tell you no.
yeah. Right.
I gave you a quick side hug. It's okay.
Yeah. So it's about let's say let's just round up and say 2 o'clock by the time that you're leaving Blackstaff Tower. You think do you take, let's say for simplicity's sake, you're able to catch a dray down the city. Definitely cold, and you see that most of its inhabitants are heading inside, trying to rush from place to place, trying to spend as little time outside as possible. As another recap, Blackstaff did give you orb as well, kind of pulsating with this red and orange light, emanating heat. She didn't give too many details on what to do with it, but she said that it'll help you in the water.
Okay. I guess off to the dock ward, I guess?
Yeah. The dray drops you off a couple streets, or you hop off a couple streets over from the docks itself, as it doesn't go all the way there. You actually see its driver looking a little skittish heading into the dock ward. His least favorite stop. But you head over. Yeah, the oh yeah, let's use this. Fun. Are you just going to the closest spot in the dock ward, or are you trying to get to a specific area in the dock ward?
Probably the
you
dock
don't wanna
that
make
we went to last time, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, because we know where the entrance is, so what's the closest we can get to make it the swim the quickest we can make it?
Everybody roll a history check.
You know what? That's a good idea.
History.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. 3.
A 9.
A 9 as well.
All right. 3, a 9, and a 9. It's been a while, and I think with that result, you're pretty certain that you don't remember. You got turned around quite a bit in the sort of chaos of getting swimming through the shipwrecks and the cave that you came into and out of. You remember that you were in a different spot of the dock when you got out than when you went in. I'll say you're able to. You remember roughly which end it was on, and it would be the closer end. In fact, the north end of the harbor is where this cave was located. A good ways out still, but closer to the north than south.
Oh, the north end.
Yeah. Which actually brings you fairly close to Mist Shore. This neighborhood that you, Othronus, and you, Celia, had been to before. Tokens on here. Pretty run down, pretty dreary looking, but it seems to be close to where you would be entering the harbor.
All right. I'm giant again.
Appearance of giant Cordelia. Yeah. So yeah, there's. Are you trying to avoid this neighborhood as much as possible, or are you just kind of walking through?
I mean, does it look
Not really
sketchy?
bothered.
I mean, are there like grimacing sailors that doing a cigarette cough, or?
There's the odd grimacing sailor doing a cigarette cough, but it seems, in large part, this seems to be much of a slum. You see, these buildings, in fact, are made out of pieces of beached ships that seem like they get dragged here and left to rot for the most part, and people have come and made as best of homes as they could have out of these places. You see a couple of homeless folks gathered around, this fire that they've made here. Especially a metal barrel, but I don't know if they have a barrel. And yeah. So are you trying to just cut on straight through, or are you trying to avoid?
Well, probably the least number of people that see us, the better. And I think we can like skirt through alleys and around buildings. What do you guys think?
You think that you could probably get a bit farther out if you go onto one of these piers here?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of start your journey a little bit deeper in, or you can try and leave from the shore itself.
Well,
Honestly, in favor of us just going straight through, not caring who sees us, as we just walk into the water. Literally looks like we're either going to drown ourselves or we're going for an odd swim fully clothed.
I mean, listen,
Okay.
The last time we were here, nothing bad happened to us.
you know what? Sounds great. We'll just, if anybody asks questions, we are just doing an ice bath because we're extreme sports people. Gotta come up with the most elaborate excuse that doesn't make sense with the mission.
Extreme sports people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Have you ever heard of the gnome toss, halfling throw, or the dwarf shot put?
Oh. Just
Beautiful.
that last one's just fastball specialing a dwarf. Hell of a time.
Fastball special a dwarf, but they have axes and they try to cling onto the wall they hit.
And then it turns into a climb with the dwarves, where it's an axe climb. Got one in each hand. Yeah. So could I get a perception check from everybody as they're coming through here?
Yeah. You know what? That's better.
12.
16.
16, 12.
Six.
Woo.
Fun stuff.
Silent, you and I are not rolling great right now.
We are not. I'd like to think, as I'm focusing more on just going back and forth, like, okay, so we got a plan. It's quick. It's simple. I'm just going to go in, swim, on the door, get out. I'm trying to enjoy this last cigarette while I can before I have to put it out because I know the water won't let me. Actually, that's a new project. I got to see if I can find someone who can make me a cigarette that works underwater.
Good luck.
You're addicted, man.
Not a problem, I swear.
I like smoke better than air. I
I
don't know why. I breathe it in and I'm fine. I
It's
shouldn't
the
be
dragon
fine.
in you.
Maybe.
So, as you make your way down, Thronis, you see a couple of sailors gathered around near this ship down towards the bottom, kind of gathered around a fire, looking to be eyeing you. You're not certain if it's you and your group or that cigarette that you're, that lavender cigarette you're enjoying. But they don't seem to do anything, at least at the moment. They're not coming up to you. I'm trying to take it from you. Excuse me. Celia and Cordelia, as you make your way through up here, juggling a handful of things. Yeah, you see, getting further out into the dock, you actually see a woman. Sorry, I do not have the,
Like walking on the water?
It's Jesus.
What?
I don't know what movie that's from or who my dad was imitating, but that's what we say sometimes around the house. If somebody does a Christ-like activity or motion, we're like, it's Jesus.
Okay then. You see this woman actually come out kind of in a dress with an apron as well as a set of goggles and gloves that she's kind of taken out. Both of you see a little bit of smoke coming out of this home behind her. She comes out through this door. And sit down. This time being. She kind of stumbles off, kind of coughing and sputtering, looking frustrated. Kind of looking off into the distance, kind of catching your eye for a moment, giving you a little bit of a glare, and then kind of looking back. But yeah, you see you
Glaring at all of us, or
kind of giving a glare, kind of. I mean, you can roll. Do the two of you bring this to the attention of both runners?
Is she okay? I mean, is she like ill?
Anybody who's interested can roll an insight check.
Sure.
Yeah, I would, mainly just because I'm suspicious of her.
I'm more like, is she okay?
Yeah, right.
Oh, this poor person. Let me go.
15.
11. What are my rolls?
I'm gonna switch to my favorite purple die.
I haven't rolled above a 10.
I'm rolling with my bullet die because I'm tired of this losing. Let's see what they got.
So you're using the bullet dice?
I know I've been using the Kimmy die, hoping like it'll not
Yeah, the
fuck me
bullet-
over, and it
Bullet
hasn't.
dice hasn't had the best track record either.
It's
They-
not
So
as
there, I
bad
guess
though.
we just send you some new dice.
No, I have plenty. I
No, I think I need to send you
Nope.
some new dice.
don't want to use them. I want to use these cool dice. I like the
Listen,
bullet
I
dice
think
and my
I'm
blue
gonna
dice
send
and my
you-
metal dice.
I think I'm gonna send you some new dice.
Always so frustrating when you have like a new set and it's like they look.
I rolled a 7, so that's a 10 on
cool,
perception.
but they roll so
Wait.
terrible. It's a 10. It's on insight.
Oh, insight. No, then it's probably less because that's wisdom based. Yeah, it's a +0 on an insight, so that's a 7. 7.
7
Alright, so you're gonna send me like a P.O. box I could send these new dice to, or
Let's just
Uh,
pretend you did and just say these dice are also bad.
you know what that works. Put them in a box and pretend like you're opening up again for the first time.
Maybe it'll renew them.
So it's a
I
7
promise.
for Thrice. What did the two of you get again?
15.
11.
15 and 11. Yeah, Celia no Thrice, you're not entirely certain she's judging you? I don't know. She's not, admittedly, she does seem, all three of you I think would get this, she does seem to be a bit more put together than a lot of the rest of the people here. But it's not entirely certain. Cordelia, you kind of get the sense that she's kind of like eyeing the three of you up, trying to get a measure of who you are and why you're here. She looks like she might be a little protective in some sort, or in some way.
Cordelia will just give her a big smile. Like a hi, neighbor smile.
She returns like a quizzical sort of look, like, what? Do you actually say hi, neighbor?
She might give like a little wave, just like a smile and a little wave.
You three treasure hunters?
Not necessarily.
Oh, well, isn't everybody a treasure hunter when they find it?
I mean, if friendship is the treasure, and she'll like look at you
Then
guys
still
like,
no.
oh,
She kind of gives a bit like an even more quizzical look. It's like, then
I just
why would you be out here?
that fresh air. And
It does not smell very pleasant. This is one, a slum, and then also a slum in the nasty parts of the dock ward.
yeah, no, that's why I'm taking big ass puffs and just letting the lavender just shield us as best I can.
well, also, just it's great to do an ice plunge every once in a while.
So you came to Mist Shore to, what, get your feet wet?
Yeah. Our feet and our heads.
Roll either
Just-
persuasion or deception.
Okay.
I'm just baffled how you're not realized how easily she just got all this information out of you. We have nothing on her. She's the strange one, yet we're answering her questions.
12. On deception.
Right. Well, try not and get yourselves killed, I guess.
Thank you. We try not to.
Are you going down into the harbor itself, by chance? I know that's not what you said, but
Is something happening over there?
no, there's. It looks like she actually kind of holds off on that thought, like she's catching herself saying something that she may or may not want to share. She seems to be kind of reasoning something in her head. Some things of interest down in the harbor. I guess you could say I'm a bit of a... And she says with big air quotes, entrepreneurial spirit. Trying to find some lost items and give them new homes, you could say.
Oh,
Or
so
an
you're a
exorbitant amount of
mudlark.
money. No, I'm a scavenger.
Okay.
She kind of looks a little frustrated. If you're interested, I could loan you something that might help if you're going treasure hunting.
What kind of thing?
Well, are you going treasure hunting?
Not necessarily. Why are we letting Cordelia speak? I keep injecting myself
I'm
in these
just curious
situations.
to see
Why do
where
I
this
do
goes.
this?
It's like a
Sure,
train wreck. I'm just watching it and just kind of
Delia's-
waiting to see what happens.
She's got like popcorn sitting back.
Yeah, you've unknowingly just given us a side quest. I'm letting this roll.
Oh gosh.
Listen, I can show you if you're interested, but if you're not, then have fun. Try not to get yourself.
Well, we're not here to be treasure hunters necessarily, so but if we should ever decide if we come across a floating bottle that has a message with coordinates to a treasure, then maybe we'll come find you. What's your name, honey?
Grinda.
Grinda?
Grinda Galops.
Nice. Well, thank you, Miss Grinda. And here, for that cough. And she'll just hand her one of her biscuits.
She looks like she's actually about to get kind of offended, like if you're about to start handing her money, but then she like sees it's like a biscuit and is like, oh, well, thank you then.
You are so welcome. Have a nice day.
All right. I'll just
Did anybody else hear that?
I did.
wait. What? What?
Did a dog bark? Because it sounded like she was about. It came at the right time. I heard this arf, like she was eating the biscuit, but it sounded like a
Wait.
kind of like a dog. I was like,
Wait. Did
what?
you hear? Is this what you heard?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay. That was my chair. Like,
I was like,
the armrest
oh.
to my chair can adjust.
She
Oh, that
just
was so
turned into
funny.
a dog. This was interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not a dog, but I could
I
see
was-
how that could
I
possibly.
was
get
waiting for this to be finished so I could ask her something, but I think Ron's just trying his best to not laugh while he's smoking.
Well, did you have
Oh.
something that you wanted to? No, she didn't bark. Did you have something you were going to ask her though?
If by chance we were to stumble across something, because we are going for rather deep and low on the underwater, if gonna say like the docks, so the shipwrecks. What would be on the lookout for?
There has been a shark that came in during the summer, but I think it's swam back out to sea for the winter. So seems like that's a fit farce. I don't have to worry too much about normal sorts of dangers. Is my help, and I'm just going to share partially out of game with you guys, but also partially in game in case you become more interested. This is the art in the book, though I think I've decided to make her look different, so she is different looking here, but her help is still there.
Ah. Interesting. Is that a furnace or a submarine? Ah.
Effectively, it does act similar to a submarine, but you also have other deaths. All right. Any other interactions, or did you all wish to explore the waters?
I think it's time to explore the waters.
Patronus, you are muted again, just in case you were talking. Or silly. I mean, you're not muted, but
I mean, yeah, waters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
all right. Yeah. Well, at this point, I'm partially making sure Patronus can hear me. We can hear him. Mic check, Tyler.
Yeah, no, right here. Yeah, right
Oh,
here.
there he is.
Oh, okay. Did you hear all that? Or okay, yeah. I'm assuming it's intentional, so I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, you all move to the edge of the dock here. Where are these tokens? So you make your way down. Just a hop, skip, and a jump in. You all take the plunge.
No,
Yeah.
I believe I said I was going to walk in fully clothed and then just drink the potion right before we go completely under.
All right. So you're not going to the end of the dock then? I take it.
No,
You
well,
don't
the guys-
trust leaving your clothes out again?
no, I almost lost my hat.
I'm
That's
just gonna
wise.
bottoms up.
Oh, I am going to make sure that my little dragon friend drinks his potion as well.
Oh, he just has a tiny one.
Oh my god, we're gonna introduce him to another dragon.
He'll have a role model.
Like a big brother.
Yeah, I'll say for this, he can just take a little sip of yours, and you can both get the effects. But yeah. Are you all wading in, like Othranus, or Cordelia, Celia? Are you cannonballing or doing some other
No,
jump?
I'm also waiting in.
Just gonna chug it down and jump in. Cannonball.
I'm just imagining, like Celia and Othranus are like wading in, like up to their their waists, and then like you just hear Cordelia go, "Cannonball!" and like jump right next to them, and like it splashed both of them with like freezing cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Like as you're walking in, this is very cold. Like very uncomfortable. Actually, while you're both waiting in, Celia and Othronis, can I get some Constitution checks? Just kind of see how you're doing initially.
Heck yeah.
Oh, my first good roll of the night. It's a 17.
17, nice.
Wasted. 19.
And Othronis.
All the dice rolled me an 8.
What was that?
Rolled an 8 on the bullet die, so
8. Any Constitution bonuses, Mr. Barbarian?
it's a +3 unless it's a saving throw.
Alright. Yeah. So yeah, Alphonse, you're finding this pretty darn cold. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta just hit suddenly. I gotta get the restroom. I'm sorry.
All's well. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. I was afraid that my internet had cut out for a second.
Oh, no. I think both of the boys are gone.
So how are you?
Good.
Good.
Yeah. How are you?
Doing great. Had my wedding shower at my church hosted a wedding shower for my fiance and I yesterday, and it was lovely.
Nice. Are you excited?
Very excited. I actually finally cut into my real fabric for my dress, so
Yay.
so I was so nervous I only cut out the front and back, and then I was like, nope, I'm done now. But
I'm sure it's gonna look amazing.
I hope so. The fabric is definitely thicker. I mean, the embroidery on it is just very tightly well done. It's high quality fabric, so that's nice. But like just getting my pinking shears through it was like kind of insane.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the machine should handle it fine.
Nice. I'm saying these things like I know anything about sewing and fabric, but I trust you.
Thank you. No, but seriously, the confidence boost that you gave me, like I had sent a picture of
You
my
looked so
mock-up,
good.
and then you were just like hyping me up. I was like, oh, that's just like the most pure hype. I love it.
It's because you looked so good.
Thank you.
Oh. Yeah, I was talking to Matthew and I was like, I don't know if we could do the September, but the October one, we might be able to go down in October. So if you do decide to have like a separate party in October, let me know and we will be there.
Yeah, let me check. I'm pretty sure it's October 12th. Yep, it's October 12th.
Perfect, done. We're there.
Woo, girl!
Nope.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, sorry, there's a lot of background noise here, but it seems to have finally calmed down.
No worries. Alright, yeah, me and Matthew will be there October 12th. Probably that entire weekend, but yeah, definitely the 12th.
Awesome.
Ah. And then I want tons of pictures for the actual day. Like if you could
Absolutely.
live stream it, that'd be even better, so I could cry along with you. But
Yeah, no. We just got an order for, I think it was 10 to 15 new gears, and they officially told us that we're back on 6 days a week for the next 2 months.
ouch. I'm so sorry.
Yee.
No, it's, work. And
Yeah.
this has been a nice little vacation of like the basic 8 hours, just 5 days a week, enjoy your weekends, and now it's over.
Mm.
That sounds rough. So I don't know if I told you guys, but back in April, I got a new position, and it is the easiest position of my life. I swear.
Nice.
So I am straight chilling now for a while. So woo!
Woohoo,
Nice,
girl.
enjoy. You have worked for this.
I was like,
Absolutely.
I do maybe like this past couple weeks, I've just thrown on the Olympics and watched the Olympics all day. So now I don't know what to do to keep myself occupied during my day because I get maybe 15 minutes of work, and then I'm done for the day.
It depends. Like, how isolated are you, or how often do you like people see what you're doing?
So I am in office 3 days a week. However, in those 3 days, no one cares what I do. So I'm literally on the floor, like I said, with my phone out, watching the Olympics for 7.5 hours out of my 8-hour day. So I may switch to anime. So if anyone has any good anime recommendations, let me know. Probably throw that on during work now.
I keep seeing Happy Marriage advertised
That
shit
is-
to me.
So I have read the manga for that one, and it is so cute.
Stop
It
beating
looks
a dead horse. She told us she's not going to do it.
It is so cute. I am looking forward to actually seeing the actual anime. So that one might be on my to-watch list.
I'm actually going to rewatch a few classics just because back when I was after I finished watching Wolverine, we saw the advertisement of all the cool movies they were having, like Spirited Away, like Moving Castle, Princess. All those are coming back like the next few months, so I'm gonna try.
I was telling Matthew. I saw the trailer for Ponyo, and I was just like, "Oh my god, we have to go!" Like it's
There's
coming
one
back
I've
to theaters, we
been
have to go.
waiting. I've been waiting because I saw it in a like when they showed a bunch of old classic movies with a few of the modern ones back in theaters for like a month. And I've been waiting because it's the one that my mom's loved since it came out. She said if it ever does come in theaters, that is the only time that she'll find an actual reason to go to the theater. She said, like, no, I'd rather just watch things at home. I don't need to go out to go see a movie.
Same though, I get it.
It's Matilda. It doesn't matter if it's English or Spanish. That is she's loved that movie ever since it came out.
That is a good movie though.
Aww.
Oh, such good movies. Yeah, I think when we went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, that was the first time we'd gone to the theater in like a year. So we just like, we'll just wait till it goes on like Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever.
As you do.
But we're like, now we can't wait for Deadpool. So we can go see it in theaters.
No. I loved the part that because I had forgotten, because I'm part of the movie club thing having the theaters that I'm like hooked up to now. I think it's the Cinemark ones. I didn't pay for anything when I went to go with me and my brothers.
Oh, wow.
Because I just kept using discounts for stuff I've been unknowingly like everything that they give you rolls over.
Oh.
I had over 12 movie credits to go see like 12 different people. Every other credit also just takes off $11 off of your total, like when you go to buy snacks and stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. The nice lady just told, hey, you've got a bunch of credits. You can just use this to keep knocking the bill down.
That's cool.
Yeah, so armful of snacks, popcorn, sodas, hot dogs, and like so it's $11.
Nice. Yeah, I think when we went, I had some gift cards that I cashed in, so my tickets were free, And then since it was my birthday, I got a free large popcorn.
Nice.
So all we had to pay for were the drinks.
Always good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go see that movie again now.
Yeah, I know. I told Matthew. When it comes onto Disney Plus, we're definitely going to watch it again. Though I did tell him, like, I guess there's this trend on TikTok of these people watching the movie with sunglasses on, so you can't see what they're watching. I told him I'm going to have to throw on some sunglasses before I watch it again.
That's fair.
Oh my god, my chair moved. I thought that was Matthew behind me. It was not. It was my dog.
It's the best kind of jump scare when something hits your foot, so you turn around to see who's behind you. There's nothing, and whatever that was moves underneath your desk and hits your foot again. You're thinking, oh god, it's underneath me.
Oh no, I think he's too big to do that. Oh. But my cats
That's
do
what you
that
think.
all the time.
That's what you think, but then they can like kneel down or do something unexpected. They can fit through a lot of places, even though they're pretty big boys. Quick character concept, because I just saw this and I thought it'd be an interesting one to hash by you guys. You know the trope of like how they to get rid of a member of like royalty, nobility, or just someone in the way, they just stuff them in an abandoned castle. Usually, like either seal off the exit or bury it or something, so they just die there. Assumedly, because they just leave them there and assume it happens.
No, but go on.
I was just gonna think, what if that used to be like that's just an abandoned or out of use mage town? You just left them in there, and they explore, and they just start learning magic, and they just bust out, coming for revenge.
Huh.
It's
Terrifying.
it's like wizards and all that stuff. Like, oh, you know that person that you try to lock away for a few years, assuming they just die of starvation or whatever. Now they have a spell book now, and they can hurl stuff at us, and we're on fire now.
Surprise. You would know Fireball. Get ready.
Like I went back, I was like, all of this because I might have messed with some inheritance or other BS that you guys had planned, when you guys could have just as easily just told me, hey, don't get involved. Okay, I'm gonna try one more dice roll to see if these bullet die are gonna do anything bad. Nope, that's a 7.
I'm telling you, let me just get you some new ones.
I gotta get the bad rolls. I don't think that'll help. I'm afraid the new ones, the same thing will happen. I'm looking around just to. I'm actually gonna double check. Has Weed Wilson come to town recently?
Huh. That might do it. That might be what's affecting it.
Like nothing above a 10 in like the last few games, except maybe 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of. It's been like weeks for you now, right? With these dice.
Yeah.
The
And
Kimmy
then the metal
dice,
ones,
the bullet dice.
the bone die, the metal die, the other multi die.
Yeah.
I'll get there eventually. I can't.
You know what? I believe you're
That
gonna
or I'll
have
die.
such a hot streak. It's gonna be amazing.
Honestly,
I'm terrified.
I found that my best behaved dice, and the ones that I tend to use for DMing, are the ones that are semi-transparent, or at least because they have to make those without any visible bubbles, so they tend to be the fairest dice. Because sometimes there'll be bubbles on the inside. Throw off the rolls. Okay, I'm also seeing the meme that you posted, Crystal. Nice.
Yeah.
Memes.
I told Matthew as soon as that comes onto Disney Plus, that'll be me.
Rewind, Google, rewind, Google.
It was so funny because the scene before, they had Letty Deadful, and I look at Matthew. And then, 5 minutes later, this thing comes on. He just turns and looks at me, and I'm just like, so that's what it feels like.
And Lady Pool was still fully in costume, so you got more fan service than we did. If anything. Granted, Hugh has a shirtless scene in damn near every movie he's in.
He does. Yes.
As another character concept to share, I saw one earlier today that I found pretty entertaining, or potentially also to be quite interesting. Going off the premise, okay, so in fantasy, two sort of people tend to inhabit towers for two very different reasons, archetypically. Wizards, who go there to, be secluded and study arcane knowledge, and princesses, who, are typically trapped there for one reason or another. So there's a couple of variations of this, but the one that I a basic one is princess gets trapped in a old abandoned tower, but it's revealed that tower used to be a tower for this old wizard, and he left a lot of notes behind. So this princess ends up becoming a wizard, and then it's
yes,
okay, now time to get revenge on all the people that put me in here.
I can just imagine she's freaking out. She doesn't know what to do. She knocks over a bookcase or a weird object, and then a hologram of just old wizard so you found this, yada yada, care to be my apprentice? This entire castle has everything you need to become the greatest. I hope you only use this for the betterment of mankind and to help the world thrive. But just in case, this is also the list of all the worst / best offensive magics if you need to fuck them.
And if you need to blow something up, here you go.
Healing, mending, curing diseases and curses and such. That's right. This shelf. Burning a motherfucker alive, spaghettifying, or just under flapping everything. That's all onto your left.
I cast Super Brain Hemorrhage. But no, I think that could be a fun character or NPC, or hell.
I'd love that to be an NPC, a character hook, where you see this rogue caster that's burning down a bunch of random targets and you don't know why. So you might make it be an enemy unless you figure out their story.
My thought as well is villain of the week, but then also potentially could get have a nice long conversation, eventually a recruiter to the side.
Listen, I promise you, there's a bunch of bad people in the world. Not just these guys that you're currently barbecuing alive, but out there, there's a whole world full of assholes who've done bad. Would you like to barbecue them as well?
Another alternative is that a brave knight comes to rescue the princess from said tower, and she's like, leave me alone. I want to stay here with my book. Become even more powerful.
She kind of just, I can imagine that she's like at the window reading a spell book and just shoos them away. And like he keeps trying to argue and convince her like to come back, come home. They're here to rescue her. It's like they need their help and everything. She finally just slaps the book closed, teleports down to him, and just very sternly tells him, "Go away," and teleports back up.
I'm also imagining like he rides in on a horse and she just turns his horse into a chicken or something.
Oh god. Oh.
Or worse, turns his horse into a T-Rex.
Oh no, there's a curse. I think this was in fanfic I read a while back. You know the Legend of Zelda chickens where like if you hit one, they swarm and just trample the fuck out of you, pecking and scratching?
Mm-hmm.
There's a curse where essentially a chicken will just appear in a place where it does not belong, but seem to just randomly just go about its own business. People will try, because it's a bunch of them at first, and people will just try to like to move them along or scoop them and gently get them out of the way until there's one left, and they actually try to blend into the area. They'll put on like actual clothes, but they're still a chicken. So the second you try to like get it out of the way, you just can't catch it until you go to violence, and then that's when you hear the very loud rooster cawing, and you get swarmed by a bunch of chickens.
Huh.
And that's how you can tell the place is cursed.
I'm just imagining would you rather fight one Dodongo-sized Kuko or 100 Kuko-sized Dodongos? And it's definitely the 100 Kuko-sized Dodongos.
I mean, I'm looking to see like the most I can get, because fighting them I have no problem with. How much meat can I get off of these? Because that's a delicacy you're not going to find in other places. I could sell them.
Okay, now I'm just imagining the joking implications of Kukos just roaming around town. It's like realistically, it's implied that they're livestock and that they belong to people. But like I also like the image in my head of like they don't belong to anybody. They're wild. It's just they are like everybody is so scared of like shooing them away and that they'll get their vengeance that they just ignore them as much as possible.
So, blind eye.
I don't want to try and get them to leave. They might kill me. All right. Sorry for the pause there.
No problem.
Good to keep going?
Yep.
All right. So everybody's entering in. I believe Celia and Cordelia rolled pretty well, but I think Athronis didn't roll well for that Constitution check.
I've been rolling 3 more times. Nothing above a 5.
Let me say, as a side note, who had the orb?
I believe I did.
Believe you did? Okay. Yeah, so as you walk in, say, you take 2 cold damage as you're kind of entering into this. Though, as you all are entering, you're all pretty close to each other. Cordelia jumped in. The other 2 of you seem to be managing for the moment, though again, very uncomfortable in here. But Athronis, as soon as you kind of enter in, let's say about when your waist gets into the water, the 3 of you feel this warmth emanate out from Athronis, coming from the water. Jokes aside, you notice that this warmth is coming from the sword. And it's making it actually brings this water to like a comfortable temperature. Yeah. Really? No pee jokes?
I was gonna say, so it's like we're walking around in an orb of tropic water in like a cold of winter, but sure,
Yeah,
go ahead with that one.
Like you can kind of feel that it's like the or like no impulse when sense fixed. Like you could feel that it was like very recently cold, but this orb is kind of creating a sphere, and I'll say that you guys figure this out pretty quickly. It's about 15 foot radius, so you all need to stay relatively close, but you need to stay close to the orb, but it definitely makes this a lot more bearable. But it seems like it needs to be submerged for it to work properly.
Pretty sweet, all things considered.
Yeah. So yeah. You all keep going, or what would you like to do?
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
swimming.
Just keep swimming.
You swim out from Mist Shore. You do notice that at various points along the shore of Mist Shore, it's kind of icing over, but you were able to find kind of a spot to walk out on, kind of submerge yourself. And yeah, things seem similarly frosty on the underside of this bay. There. Yep. That is. You all can't come out from Mist Shore Pit. You remember it was in middling deepness waters. So you guys swim for a good while. Definitely a big sort of empty expanse. You do see above you, as you're kind of going deeper, various ships, both coming into the harbor, or sitting out in the harbor. As you're trying to relocate this cave, go ahead and roll investigation checks, all of you, with conditional +2.
Additional plus what?
A conditional +2 bonus to the investigation.
2. Okay.
16.
5.
Said 5, Cordelia, and then that was 16, Celia.
Yeah.
That's a 7 + 2, 9.
All right. Yeah, Cordelia and Othronus, I think, again, turned around a decent bit. There's kind of a different color to the water, a bit more, cooler color. More, bit more foggy with this cold water. As you all swim down, you see once more there are various shipwrecks alongside, particularly towards the base of this, the water here, the base of the floor of the harbor. Various small ruins, it seems. Might have been older things washed to sea, it seems. You said it was a 16 total?
Yes.
So after probably a bit good, like 10 minutes of searching, you you find, or you recognize, opening to a cave. Though it does seem like you're not entirely certain in what way. It does seem a bit larger and expanded than what it once was. Okay, I think my internet disrupted for a moment. Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay. What was the last thing you guys heard?
Oh, last thing I heard was the entrance, and then it kind of broke out of it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the entrance of this cave does seem a bit larger than it once was before.
Ah.
One
I'm sure
means
that's
or another.
fine. Dragons grow, right? That's a thing.
Yeah.
In fact, let me actually. Uh, yes. This is roughly the look of the cavern that you're swimming through. You do remember that the cave system that you were going into before, you previously you met Siren in the waters themselves, and he brought you back into his cave. It seems that more has opened up in this case. That kind of draws you deeper in. You all follow?
Mhm.
Deeper in? All right.
Yeah.
Swimming further and deeper in, you see various connected corridors kind of stretching in odd directions that might connect to other places under the city. This one, I believe, should be grayed out. In fact, I think I'll also add that you see one particular corridor that leads into what seem to be ruins of some ancient city that, again, deep beneath the city and has been flooded, it seems. But you're drawn further in. Let me actually get right. Ah, there we go. Going further in, you find right around down here is where you actually are able to, a short ways before this map, you are able to climb out of the water onto the surface of this sea cave. Lots of coral and various sea life around, almost decorating the cave. This soft blue light emanating from the water, it seems. As you all move further in, exploring this cave system, roll me some perception checks.
Heck yeah. 15.
25.
Ooh, nice. And then Athras. You are muted if you are talking.
Is anybody alive out there? Anybody hear me?
I think we'll go a little bit farther and then we'll probably wrap up for the evening. Pick up next time. I'd like to get hello.
Sorry,
back.
I had to go switch out a filter.
Yeah, it's a perception check.
Ah.
As you're going into the sea cave.
Let's see if the dice has gotten any better. No,
Nope.
that's an 8. Perception? 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
These put in. Yep. All right. So as you're traversing through this, what actually seems to be, I think you guys will roll with perception well enough for this portion. This set of ruins almost seems to be like removed and restored, and almost brought here as decoration. It seems that Siren has taken to giving some restoration. Some of this undersea civilization. As you all move further in, Celia, with that really high roll, really nice roll, you hear a tickle of your ear. At first, you're not entirely certain. It sounds like a couple of things. Roaring for one of them, some sort of distress, as well as a couple of voices shouting.
Huh. Voices?
Multiple, it seems.
That's new.
And we hear what they're saying.
A couple seconds later, as you go further in, then Cordelia, you hear this, as well as Othronus, a bit more faintly. You don't hear it quite as well. Celia, as you come in, you hear it getting closer now, and you actually hear what sounds like the sound of people like struggling with something, not just commotion, but like there's some sort of, if you didn't know any better, you'd say like some sort of like work being done, like really like fighting something. And you all hear, "Get him under control, or so help me, this contract will be revoked." Which
Just throwing that out there.
point you hear, Celia, I think that you hear this with this high roll, you hear a more feminine voice this time going, "Don't worry. Don't get your horns here in a twist. We'll make sure you get what you want. Don't think you're backing out of this deal."
Any chance those voices sound familiar?
Roll history
Yeah.
check.
Is that any of us?
Othronus, I think with your roll, you didn't quite hear that.
Nuts.
I probably.
But you guys are. It does sound like you're getting pretty close now.
A 17.
Close as close could be. 17. Say that you guys. I'm going to reveal this. We can make some checks to get you guys on this map. Real quick. Sorry. The return of Giant Cordelia. I need to eat some of these. Map here, and as you come poke your head around this corner, yes, you do recognize this voice, Celia. As you see what looks to be men fighting this dragon, Siren, trying to get him restrained. And up a bit on a cliff, you see two figures, one with these black robes and this curled, horned mask, the other one in black and gold attire. Purple skin, dark horns, white hair with red streaks. And yes, all of you recognize temperature.
Oh, hey.
I don't see this yet, right?
Oh.
So yeah, are you all trying to intentionally remain hidden at this point in time as you are you're able to see them? You think that you don't know if any of them are actively looking for you, but you think that they would probably be able to see you at this point in time.
Hold on, let me roll.
Because obviously, like this, I'll just you decide if we're going to go in loud and violent or quiet and violent.
Is there... Why would Celia ever be quiet?
And
That's
violent,
in her nature.
quiet and violent.
But I have the option of being loud and violent.
Well, you are traveling in a sea cave with a halfling with a firearm, so there might be some echoes.
You see Celia tense up, and then her hands clench into fists as she starts walking towards them, because she's not trying to stay hidden, because of course she wouldn't be.
Because why would she be?
So why would she be?
Celia is beginning to approach. Both Ronis and Cordelia, what are you looking to do?
I guess I'm
back
doing
in
the same.
water.
One at a time, please. Sorry.
So
Go
I'm
ahead.
following.
Both Ronis is following?
Yeah.
Alright. And Cordelia?
Ducking under water and following. We're still in water, right?
No, you are above the water. You can... I'll say that you could have chosen to stay in the water if you want, though it is more shallow in here. It looks like Cordelia might have some issues, but it looks like those of standard stature would be able to be in the water kind of thigh high. But it looks
Okay.
like you could stand up in there.
Okay. I mean, it might be a bit noisy, but maybe I'll wade in the water.
All right. So if you want to be in the water,
Water. I am pulling up my blade.
all right.
Shing.
As as we're about to wrap this up, it sounds like you're about to make yourself known. What would you like to say? Would you?
I think if I can, I'd definitely try and raid, because if I see she's going for her rapier, I'm taking out my bladed knuckle dusters. Or bladed brass knuckles. I haven't seen who's up top yet, so I'm just assuming these are just a bunch of pricks we gotta take out.
Yeah. The previous perception check, I would say, would be for... yeah, roll just one more to see if you notice her. This would be decently high DC. I mean, I'll...
Last roll with the Kimmy die.
I believe.
Can do it.
It's cocked. It's on a natural 20, but it was cocked.
Oh, I hate to see it happen. And actually, anybody who's interested as well, roll a history check. Or religion. History or religion.
Religion? Okay, I'm bad at both, but that was a 9 on the religion. And let me try that perception one more time. It's a 4.
That is a whole 8 on my history check. I am more focused on Tamarind in the back.
This also
Grand 10.
Yeah, I was a 4. So I'm just looking at the guys in front of us thinking like, this is going to be simple. Let's knock some heads. And get our friend out of this.
Dramatically appropriate. Alright, yeah, so yeah, you don't notice Timotry. Or Tamari. And yeah, I guess nobody... It was a 10 for Cordelia, and you said an 8 and a 6, was it?
It was an 8 for me.
And then what was the history or religion of Thronus?
My history roll was a 9.
9. Whopping 9. An 8, a 9, and a 10. Fun. Yeah, no, nobody picks up on what these figures might be doing here. Though I will say...
Yeah, Salt of the Dragon.
Perhaps. Yes. I'll also say... I'll say even with your rule, Thronus, and I think everybody kind of picks up on this, is that there are a few dragon cult members here, but it looks like the majority of the people here are actually Zentr as well.
And I'm assuming these guys are out of town.
I would say this might require a bit more investigation, likely not in combat. But your assumption might be that these might be not Doom Raiders, Black Network Center.
Yeah. The Black Network, I tend to call them Black Web in my head, but
Yeah. Like Spider's Web. Perhaps connecting things with Timotry and Celia in your head a little bit there?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I will also say I put a couple of triangles on the map there. Those are representing the chains that... let me get this. These two are kind of getting arms, it looks like. And this one is actually wrapped around Siren's neck and mouth, kind of muzzling him, it seems. But they're all fighting a decent bit to hold him down. What seem to be winning?
I am already going to tell you she is preparing a fireball from the get-go. Y'all have been warned, don't be surprised.
Appropriate.
It's coming and it's centered right on town.
All right. We'll save initiative for next time. Is there any, again, final things you want to do today?
I'm going to, because I still don't know who that is, but I'm assuming since I can see they're far enough away, I'm going to, because this is the one shot I do have, I see that Celia's going. It looks like she's about to do something long range cast. Can I try and aim where she's aiming and just? I'll cast my own Chaos Bolt.
Yeah.
We'll save that for initiative. This is kind of like, particularly like if there's any like dramatic things you want to say as you're kind of getting their attention here.
I mean, I don't know. Is there anybody who wants to make an "I am here" like declaration before we start the fight in the next session?
I'm particularly looking to Celia because
there's going to be an "eat this, you bitch" as she launches a fireball, but I mean, I guess she could wait for her turn.
Ooh.
Fair. I'll say you guys are able to get a surprise round, but again, do that next.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that things were probably a little bit slower in some ways, particularly with that break in the middle, but
yeah, it's build up, man. Gotta build up.
I'm also making sure to end a little earlier because I'm actually going to a job fair tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid to just have fun.